Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo Buddhaya. Homage to the triple gem. Homage at the holy feet of our Dhamma master, Dhamma teacher, Pujya Bhante. Salutations to our abbot and most venerable Mahasangha, dear Samaneras, Upasakas and Upasikas. Once again, we extend our greetings to everybody, whether you are in person here or online. As this is the first Sunday of this year, can you put into silence mode the phone? This is the very first Sunday of this fresh new year. And on this year, we have set our goals and our resolutions, our commitments and so on. Right? You have your target to achieve. Like last Sunday, we also discussed what we have not achieved. Many things remained unfulfilled. We did not achieve there. But we will try to achieve this year. To achieving our goal, we have to set our path correctly. To achieve our goal, we have to set the path. We have to walk the correct path. If you want to come to Mahabodhi, you have to come through a right path. If you wish to achieve the mental peace or happiness or a spiritual progress, you have to choose the right path. Don't you think so? So in one of the Dhammapada Gatha, which is one of my favorite one, the Buddha says that Kicho Manusapati Lavo, to be born as human being is very rare. And then having born, you are alive. Alive in the sense you have a healthy body and mind. You have everything perfect. So to enjoy that being healthy and fit and is also a rare thing, you see. And then to listen to the Dhamma, Kicho Saddhamma Savanam, to listening to the Dhamma, not only Dhamma, the YouTube Dhamma or Dhamma, when you traveling in the road, you listen Dhamma. When you browse something on the internet, you listen the Dhamma. Not those kind of Dhamma. Here, the true Dhamma, the Dhamma which leads us to the cessation of suffering and brings the freedom. Those kind of Dhamma. The true Dhamma. The Dhamma of Lord Buddha. And then to encounter the Buddha's dispensation itself, to be born at a time when the Buddha Sasana is there. You understand the Sasana? The Sasana of Sila, Samadhi and Panya, they're called the Sasana. That is the Buddha's administration, not the government administration or any other kind of administration that we have now. But here the Buddha's Sasana, the dispensation, is actually governs these three. When you have an opportunity to associate with the monks, you have an opportunity to take the precepts and follow that. You have opportunity to meditate, to develop the mind, and then you have an opportunity to develop in wisdom, to know the cause and effect, you see, with wisdom and with right understanding, right view, and so forth. So when we have these, that means our sasana is still there. Now our Buddha's dispensation is right there. because you can have this sort of thing. When in the world we don't have these, then we know that there is no Buddha Sasana. And the time will come when you don't see any monks, you don't hear any word sila, you don't hear about samadhi, you don't hear about panya and vipassana. Then what do you hear? You hear about killing and fighting. You hear about people are leading immoral life, you see. And there is no mental peace all the time, anger, greed, and delusions, and just overpowering everybody. There is no spirituality as such. But when we say spirituality, it is different from the religious rites or rituals. It is not that. How many times we take a bath in the water, it doesn't matter. How many times a day we practice sila, or we practice meditation and bhavana. That is spirituality, which actually make develop our mind, purifies the mind. So today, I'll be giving you some reflections on the how to achieve that goal in this year or the year after, whatever. This is something can be achievable. So in the Mangala Sutta, you must have already, many of you hear the Mangala Sutta. At least you hear in this temple, we teach, we recite the Mahamangala Sutta, the life's great blessings, the discourse on great blessings. And many of our students or those regular upasakas, upasikas, you know that, Mangalas. So I will talk about a very special blessings, which is very practical, relevant to our own life. Now the Buddha said that blessings is something which is internal. Blessings, when you it is can be attainable through your own actions, through your own life. You can reach the blessings. Blessing is not somebody who can bestow you, give you in form of a varam or a gift. You go to a temple and then the monk says, okay, may you have prosperity, may you have wealth, everything that God now give you gift, now you go. Is it possible? If you have wisdom, then you don't believe that. Because blessings, which can be seen and realized right here with our actions in our own life, provided we lead a very pure life, we lead a virtuous life, we manage our life such a way that the blessings is verifiable, blessings can be achievable here and now. And that is the difference, you see. When people say, you go to this place and that place, then you get the blessings. But Buddha says, blessings is through your own life, through your own practice, and through your sila, through your conduct, and through your meditative cultivation, realizing the noble truths, walking on this path of noble eightfold path. That is the true blessings. Now, one of the gatha, it is called Ubbecha Katapunyata. Patirupa Desavasocha Pubbecha Katapunyata Attasamma Panidhicha Etang Mangala Muttamang. This is the highest blessings. Now there are 38 blessings. Many of you know already. 38. There are blessings from the association itself, associating with good people, associating with wise people, wise association, and then avoiding the wrong association and company, then revering those who are respectable, paying our reverence to those who are revered, those really worthy of hospitality, worthy of respect, and so on. But the next, just after this, the Buddha says that Patirupa Desa Vasocha, residing in a suitable locality, a suitable environment is a blessing. And then to possess that the merits from the past, Pubecha Kata Punyata, you should have that merits done in the past existence, and no doubt we have all possessed these great merits from the past. Without the past merits, uh, we cannot be in the present. The present circumstances or where we are now is conditioned by the past existence. So to realize that we have done some merits in the past, to believe that yes, we have punya, therefore we are in this present life. And then the next step is setting yourself on the right path. You set yourself in the path of practice now at this moment. So, atta samma panidhi, you engage yourself in the path of cultivation, in the path of practice. So when we say that Pubecha Patirupa Desavaso, why the Buddha said the Patirupa Desavaso is a blessing? Living in a suitable place. Because the place and surrounding is matters. If you live in a place among the thieves and the immoral people around you, naturally our behavior, our lifestyles also get influenced by them. When you live in a place where there is no chance of Dhamma, no chance of listening to the Dhamma, giving offerings or dana, or even coming and paying respects to the Sangha. And there are places where absolutely they don't have any opportunity. Like, for example, we go to the Middle East countries, in the fighting zone, people may not have heard about Buddha, where this environment is such that you have to struggle to survive. You have to protect your life. You don't know when these people will come and just attack you. There's constant fear is going on in them. Likewise, in many places where we are deprived of practicing any Dhamma, where this climate is very extreme, even though we have some places or extreme weather, you cannot even practice anything. And day in and out, you have to struggle for that. You don't get a food and proper food, you don't get a proper climate, environment, and then furthermore, no Dhamma. So when this is the thing, Buddha says those are not suitable and conducive place for our practice. The place where one should choose to live, where he can grow both in materially and also spiritually. That place is suitable place. Because when we only focus on our outer external growth and we neglect the mind, we neglect our spiritual part, then yes, we may earn a lot of wealth and positions, but what good karma we do? Do we really use that wealth for cultivating any merits? So in the next existence, we may not have that conditions. So we want both growth in Dhamma and growth in our material pursuit and material progress, like that. More importantly, where you have a moderate climate, you have good people around you, you have a, where you have group of people who are, like we can say in our city here, we have very good upasakas and upasikas, very uh, example, they said an examples, so you can come and practice together like that. You can take their guidance, you can come to the sangha, listen the Dhamma, take the 5 precepts, practice meditation. If you want to go to a retreat, you can go for a retreat. If you want to do something else, you can enhance your knowledge, increase your knowledge on the Dhamma. So these things, we have to think that where I am living, which place I am living now, is it really giving me peace of mind? Is it really conducive, helpful for my progress? Am I really cultivating myself? Or I'm just living for the sake of existence, just continue my life like that? So you can, if your environment is not positive, I can tell you that it is very difficult to set yourself. You cannot practice Dhamma. Okay. So when I said this, you have to take a reflect on this, that in this year I have to think, how do I make my living a better living? I have to create a positive environment and healthy environment which is conducive for my practice. Now, maybe in the last year you didn't have time to practice Dhamma, you didn't have time to meditate, but this year you should think, okay, I have to take it as my priority to practice Dhamma. Get up in the morning, do meditation. Okay, if you like meditation, you do that meditation. If you like chanting, do some chanting in the morning. If you want to study or reading something, you can do that. But the best part is in the morning, you take the 3 refuges, 5 precepts, and start your day with meditation, with mindfulness, cultivating that. So these things will not come unless we have a good environment. In morning, you get up in the morning, you lot of chaos, lot of disturbances everywhere. Then what meditation we can do? We cannot do anything. You see. So most importantly, we have to think about these conditions which creates, when you live in a suitable place, then all the merits which you have done, accumulated in the past, is trying to support you. I told you that we have done in the past good deeds. Because of that, we are human beings. To get the human birth is precious, is rare. And that is because of our good deeds, and we developed our sila. We cultivated the good karma, therefore we are here. But when you realize the fact that I am being here in the present, I have the merits from the past, like in Buddha's time, you must have heard many examples. Those who are rich, people who have tremendous powers. Take the example of Venerable Anuruddha Bhante. Anuruddha Bhante is foremost in Dibba Chakhu. He is foremost in the divine eyes, and very handsome, very humble. Therefore, he is named as Anuruddha. He is a prince. He was a prince and cousin to our Lord Gautama Buddha, Prince Siddhartha. So, this Anuruddha Bhante, in the time of Padumuttara Buddha, what karma he has done that he became he get those divine eyes. He can see anywhere, actually. Literally, he can, through his supernatural power, he can see the beings in the lower realms, beings in the higher realms, anywhere with his divine eyes. Because he had offered the dana, he offered the 1,000 lambs in the Chaitya, in one of the existence, in the previous life. He offered 1,000 lamps, oil lamps, in and around the stupa. That punya actually led him to be foremost in this sasana, in Buddha Gautama sasana, our Lord Buddha. So punyas which we do is not simply gone anywhere. These punyas will give us result, definitely. Likewise, he also offered a special dana to a Pacheka Buddha. He offered only one meal, actually. One existence. He was very poor, nothing to eat, a poor farmer. And he saw one day a Pacheka Buddha was going on alms round in Pindapata. So he contemplated, well, now I have not done any merits. Maybe because of my lack of punya, I am being born as a very poor farmer and I have to live under somebody. I'm not the boss. I'm a slave now. So he quickly ran into his house and said to his wife, see, we are into this poor and poverty situation. We should do something. And there is an opportunity now for us to offer dana. So he quickly go and the one meal his wife prepared, he quickly make everything ready and then offer to Pacheka Buddha. And he take a determination that may by this kushala karma, may I never born in a poor family in the coming existence. No? Therefore, in the subsequent existences, he never had to face any such situations. He born into a good family, to good parents, and not only human birth, in the divine lives also, in Devaloka. And during Buddha Sasana, he was born in Kapilavatthu as a prince. And then he never heard the word nothing. There is not. He never heard. Nahi hai bol ke nahi hai. Kabhi suna nahi hai. He never heard a word called there is not. Every time he has plenty. Plenty of everything. All the luxurious things, finest things you can think about. So the punya is our treasure. Punya is our wealth which comes after us. Wherever we go, it supports. Punyas done in the past will support us here and now, and what we do now will support in the future. Also in this very existence, also you get the result. Now the third point of this is, how do you, okay, you have punya, then you are here. But sometimes we think that, well, we don't do anything. At present, I will not do anything because I have punya from the past. Will that works actually? How do you then perform kushala? We are here in the present life, but then what you do here is matter. It is important to engage ourselves in the right cause and right path. Therefore, the Buddha says, don't stop there. You are in the present and you have to cultivate more punya, more merits. You know. How? How then you perform more merits? Atta samma panidhi. Here atta means yourself, not atma. Here atta means your mind, your body and your speech. How do you engage yourself in the cultivation of punya? Therefore, you need wise contemplation. It is in Pali, we call it as yoniso manasi kara. contemplating on the cause and effects with wisdom. That is called the Yonisamanasikara. It is actually anupanya. It is a it's a quality which leads us to wisdom. So, for example, when you have an opportunity to perform dana, then you recollect and contemplate that, well, I haven't performed any dana in my life, this life. So let me perform the dana. Let me use this dana as a practice to cultivate merits. Dana is a way to cultivate our merits. It's not you're giving dana, you're actually acquiring the merits. So then you have your wealth, you have the right intentions, and then you have your faith is important. Sometimes we have wealth but no faith. We have wealth or positions, no intention. We don't set our intention to go to the monastery or something like that. We have intention, we have faith, but no wealth, nothing to share. Right? But if you have the right intention and faith, you can perform the dana, no doubt. Like this, in many examples, we heard the story in Buddha's time, how those people, they had nothing absolutely, but still they have that faith, they have that right intention, like the Ekasataka story, a man of a great dana, like this example of Annavara, this poor man, poor grass cutter, who was Anuruddha to be Anuruddha. He had made that offering, only one meal, or very little things with them, but they still rejoice in giving. So, to offer dana, we need to have right intention, we need to have faith, we need to have the things what we need to offer, Okay, for dana, these things are important. What about sila? To practice sila, let's say you realize that, oh, I haven't cultivating the sila, so I need to improve my disciplines or my develop myself in virtuous conduct. I have to be a virtuous man so that I don't have to have that inferior complex. I don't have to, worries or have guilt feeling, so that I don't have any, confusions. I have good reputation. I can acquire my wealth easily. A person who practices Shila, there are many benefits. You already know, few of you, that many benefits we get. Like dana, we also get benefits. One who performs dana, he will have abundance wealth. He'll never have any problem, any wealth related to wealth. So dana has its own benefits. Sila has its own benefit. So through dana, we can set ourselves on the right path. Okay, you cannot perform dana, but we can practice sila. Right? Some people may not have things to offer. Fine. Cultivate sila, then take 5 precepts and practice it diligently in your home. Take this as your cultivation. Take this as something which helps us to live a peaceful life, to live a meaningful life, to live a life free from worries, free from fear, free from remorse. Like wherever you go, you'll be loved by people because of your virtuous behavior. And for a virtuous man, things are easy. In what sense it is easy? It can easily acquire the wealth. You don't have to struggle so much. So virtues are ways where we can set our hearts. If we are not perfecting your virtues, this year you think that I will perfect my sila. The 5 precepts. And then Take about the next part is when you contemplate that, well, last year I was so agitated. My mind was very restless. I have not even sit down calmly. Have you, how many times really you sit down calmly, discuss with each other, you know, in a family manner, in a, uh, with metta, you sit together and discuss about Dhamma, or you sit together in the family and meditate like just now you are sitting here. If you think like that, well, maybe few times, or maybe not even one time. I don't know. You know how many times you really set yourself for this. Some of our devotees are very good. They every day do that. They practice it. So when we think that, well, Bhante teach us to meditate, to practice meditation, then I have to sit. I don't have to sit hours and hours on the. I can sit in front of my televisions, or how big or how small, it doesn't matter. But I have to sit with my body and mind. I have to sit with the body and mind. Sit down, close your eyes, observe the breath, just be with your breath, nothing else. Or you can give metta, share metta with your family, with your friends, with the people around you. Nowadays, metta is lacking everywhere. We have a lot of anger, a lot of heat, a lot of things in the mind. Why we have to cultivate those things? Why not metta? Why not metta? So may start the day with metta. Take a determination that I will start my day with loving each other, loving my wives or husband, children. I will love the people in the family. I will love the people where I work. I will love people in the streets. I will love people in my village or city or country. Every day, one moment, a thought of metta. Buddha says that one moment metta is so powerful, that one instance, you see, is very powerful. So like that, samatha, if you are not practicing any meditation, practice in your daily life. In this year, we can set our life, set a mind that, well, any given time in a day, maybe in the morning or in the evening, wherever I time, or I was going to my work, you can take the time. If you have in the free time, you sit down, observe the breath, do nothing, just be with your breath. Then your thoughts are reduced. You have a calm mind. How to reduce the thoughts? If you are with the breath, you can reduce the thought. There is nothing more than that. Okay, the next part is, so you contemplate like that, the samatha bhavana. I have never sit quietly. I never developed that tranquility, concentration, or one-pointedness like that. And then, furthermore, that wise contemplation, which is vipassana. Now, when we think that one who is not endowed with the practice of insight meditation, insight meditation means, you already know many of our upasakas or those who are doing vipassana. It's not that only in the vipassana centers or you take a course and you think, I know vipassana. Actually, vipassana is the byproduct of samatha bhavana. When your mind is sufficiently calmed and tranquil, that tranquil mind leads us to the next step of insight. And you see the things as they really are. You apply them in your daily life in the light of truth, with the three universal characteristics. We have anicca, dukkha, and anatta. Impermanence, we have suffering, and then we have non-self, non-substantiality. So, to attain the magga phala, to attain the next step, as I said, the samatha can lead us to tranquility and concentration, like metta bhavana, or you do this anampana. These are all meditation which can lead us up to the jhana level, to the level of the absorptions, patama jhana, dutiya jhana, tatiya jhana, chaturtha jhana, even to the arupa jhanas. But these will not help us to attain the magga phala. Magga phala means sotapatti magga phala, sotapanna magga phala, anagami magga phala, and arahatta magga phala. So to attain this magga phala jnana, which can close the doors of apaya, when you attain that magga phala, at least to the sotapanna level, then you are free from the chatu apaya, the four apaya loka. Right? Then when you go to the sotapanna level, to the anagami level, then you will born at least maximum 7 times in this kama loka. And then you are released totally. You'll attain nirvana after 7 lives. For anagami, they will come only once. Anagami. Not to this human world, not to Deva world. They will go to the Sudhavasa, the pure abodes. And from there, they will perfect themselves. They will do their work. And then they will be free from there. The Arahatas are totally free from all the kilesas, all the fetters, all the defilements. They're totally free from craving and ignorance. They're totally free from these cycles of recurring birth, death, and rebirth. Therefore, to attain this highest goal, enlightenment, to have a realization of magga phala, jnana, we have to practice vipassana. A vipassana will not come unless and until when you have samadhi, because a calm mind leads us to insight mind. With a calm mind, we can see the nature of every phenomena. Without samatha, we cannot really penetrate into the deeper realities. You may say that I go to a vipassana centers and I observe the feelings, and they told us that sweep the body from the top of the head to the bottom, and then you feel some sensations, and they say don't attach to the sensation, don't generate craving or aversion to the sensations. Then you come home and then you think, I am released now, I am free now totally. It is not worked like that. It's actually cultivated through kaya, kayanupassana, vedananupassana, chittanupassana, and dhammanupassana. So these deeper realities, you have to go through this process of practicing dana. The first step, as I said, how do you set yourself on the right path? First step is dana kushala. Why dana? Because dana removes our stinginess, our attachments. And then we have the sila, which removes our immoral behaviors. Sila, to practice sila, you have moral shame and fear. Without moral shame and fear, we cannot practice sila. Hiri and ottappa, in Pali called hiri ottappa. When you have moral shame, then you don't perform anything bad. When you have fear of retribution, fear of getting the result, then you will not perform that actions. So moral shame and fear, they are the cause and conditions to fulfill our silas. Then samatha. To practice samatha, you have to take the object of meditation like anapana or metta. Why we need samatha? Because we need calmness. We need to have a calm mind, a tranquil mind. How do you get that? We have to practice samatha bhavana. Then we have vipassana. The next is vipassana. Why vipassana? Because the goal is to attain Maggaphala. The goal is to free from this bondage of, conditioned phenomena, our bondage in terms of suffering in the samsara. That is the bondage, you know. So to do this, as I said a little bit about metta. So in this year, you practice metta as you share this metta with everybody, because this is sublime abidings where you can live happily and you wish that my family be happy, my children be happy, or my brothers and sisters be happy. Then when you say this, be happy, that means what you think, because when your mind is well directed, your behavior, your speech is also well directed. When you say, may I be happy, it's not a mantra or something, then your action will automatically fall in line with that. Because mind is the forerunner, mind is the chief. So with metta, you practice mindfulness every day, mindfulness which guard the mind. You practice sati. Sati is like uh, a anchor. When your mind is restless, then it needs a rest. Mind need a rest. Sati is just like a pole, where you can tie your mind. Then it is not restless. It is rested there. So it is a treasure, as I said, everything what I explained from the three blessings and these four factors, metta or even mindfulness, all these are essential Dhamma qualities we have to nurture, we have to develop in this year. It may not be sufficient that we may perfect it, but at least we can set our path. We can do it every day, little by little, one step, one by one step, right? And then you are close to you are close to that Buddha nature. You're going towards the Buddha. Every day you practice, your distance is close. That is how you should understand. So practice this dana, sila, bhavana, plus metta and mindfulness as much as you can. The more you practice these, it is more beneficial to you. All other work you do very good, and with the work you can imbibe, we can include these Dhamma principles so that your life can be better. Now, why we need Dhamma? Because we need to live a happy life, need to be free from suffering. We need to improve our quality of life. The life which you're leading is not the ultimate, or you don't think that I'm leading a perfect life. Because your life is imperfect, we want Dhamma. If life is totally perfect, then the Buddha would not have to gone through so many lifetime, hundreds and thousands of millions of life to find out this Dhamma. If everything is so nice, we don't need the Dhamma at all. The Buddhas and the Bhantes, they don't have to practice, you see. So we need Dhamma for our life. We need Dhamma for making our new year very peaceful and blissful and beautiful. Making a new year living with the Dhamma, and that is what we need. Everybody need. So today, I think they already ring the bell. I don't know why our monks are ringing. Maybe So I will leave at this point today. So today we discuss once again, I repeat what I discussed. The first thing we have to realize the preciousness, the value of human life. मनुष्य का जन्म is very बहुत कीमती, very special. Then healthy रहना, to be healthy in body and mind, this is also a blessings. Then Dhamma को सुनना, धम्म श्रवण करना, ये भी एक blessings. धम्म सुनेगा कब? जब बुद्ध शासन रहेगा तभी. बुद्ध शासन है. We are all encountering this Buddha Sasana. We are still here. That is a great blessings. Having all these, what we need to do is, no doubt we possess these merits. Possessing the merits of the present, of the past, something we have done in the past. But what we do now, it determines our future course. It determines our destiny. Therefore, we need to set our goal, set our path, dana, shila, bhavana, sati, and panya, vipassana, panya. We need all these. Okay, so today I wish once again, on behalf of the Sangha, we wish you a very happy, healthy, and lot of blessings, and all the good things come to you in this year. May you be blessed by the triple gem. May the blessings of our Guruji, Bada Bhante and Guru Bhante and all the Bhanteji surround your life with wisdom. May you all enjoy good health, happiness, strength, longevity, and wisdom in your life. May you all be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.